Hello there, I Speak Better Language Coach. In this video, I will give you a tour of the Coach Panel. The Coach Panel is an important part of an I Speak Better Language Coach's life. All lessons are conducted here. All information is stored here. This is uniquely I Speak Better. Thus, you won't find it anywhere else. We made this to make your working experience a breeze. Are you ready? Let's start. This is the home page. Above are the tabs, which will direct you to the different pages of the panel. Below are your students for the day. On the columns are their full names, the time in their area, as well as the corresponding time in your area. You will also find the duration of the students' classes, most of which are 30 minutes long. The student's time zone is also shown here. 10 minutes before a class, the student's row will be highlighted. The number of minutes before your class starts is shown here. At the end of the row, you will see the Remind button. Please click this an hour before the lesson starts. This will immediately send a message to the student reminding him or her that he or she has a scheduled class today. The schedule on this page is only for today. If you want to see your schedule for the whole week, you just have to click on My Desktop, then My Schedule. Here, you will be able to view your lessons for the week. We have no classes on Saturdays or Sundays. Now we're back on the home page. As you can see, the row of the student is now highlighted green. This green dot on the left means that the student is now online. Under the status column, you will be reminded that you should start your class. To create a class, click on the V-Class button. You will automatically be directed inside Virtual Classroom. As you can see, your remaining time is on the upper left. Beside that is information on the student's previous class, like his or her attendance status and the topic discussed. This is the student's information portion. This will inform us whether the student is online or not, and whether he or she has entered the classroom. Now below the student's info is the lesson and slide number. This will dictate what will be shown on the space on the left. Whatever is shown on the coach's screen is also reflected on the student's screen. Below that is the chat box, which you can use to send and receive messages to and from the student. Messages are saved in the I Speak Better system for archiving. If the student is having difficulty with the connection, we can send him or her instructions using the technical desk. You just have to click Show and the student will be instructed on what to do. If the student cannot hear you or vice versa, then there's probably something wrong with the microphone. Click the How to Check Mic portion in the technical desk, then click on Show. It will show the student instructions on how to check their microphone so that you can hear them clearly. So now, let's continue on to the evaluation portion. I Speak Better believes that regular feedback is key to successful learning. Coaches are required to fill out this form after every class. This is where you put the topic of today. Please put the course name and level, lesson number and slides covered. Kindly input the numerical grade of the student below that. Next, specify the attendance of the student, whether he or she is present or absent. Pretty easy, right? On the remarks space, put your message to the student. We encourage coaches to be as specific and insightful as possible and include both positive and negative remarks as well as recommendations. Below that is the class type. It can be a regular class if the student is a regular paying student. It can be a level test, which usually happens on a student's first session. This is when we determine his or her English proficiency level. We also conduct demo classes, a 15-minute long session where the student experiences a class for free. We use the technical problem class type if there was a problem during the class that prevented you to conduct it. If we encounter a technical problem, we make it a point to conduct a makeup class. Do not forget to click on Save. Now, let's continue to set course program. Basically, this is where all of our lessons are stored. Even the demo class and level test slides are available here. Once we have determined the level of the student, and he or she has already decided what course to take, you wouldn't have a hard time finding the appropriate lesson. For existing students, check where they left off their previous class. If there is a technical problem you want to let our IT department know about, leave a message here. One of the unique features of I Speak Better is the vocabulary basket. Our teaching method is vocabulary driven. Each of the coaches are required to put at least 5 vocabulary words in each class. To do this, just key in the word and then create a sample sentence, then click on Add. Remember, if the word is a verb, click on this box. If you want to check how many words are in the basket already, just click on Show Vocabulary. You can also edit whatever you put in your basket. So that's basically our virtual classroom. Remember to always be mindful of the time. Once your time is up, click on the Exit Virtual Class button on the upper left. And now we're back on the home page. If you weren't able to finish the remarks of the student while in the class, click the name of the student. You'll be routed here at the student's profile. You can edit the topic, the grade, the attendance, and the remarks. Again, don't forget to click on Save. You can also add or edit the items in the vocabulary basket. Just click here. Key in the word and sample sentence, then Save. In My Desktop, you can also see here your last 500 classes. Just in case you forgot to put in something which you can't find on the My Schedule page, you can edit it here. Now, let's go to the messages, where all of the messages of the students and the admin are. Each message will indicate the sender, the topic, and the date. Click on Compose to send a message to any of them. Now, let's go to the Missing Info tab, which informs you of any missing information you may have forgotten to put on feedback. Just click on Edit and put all of the missing information. Very easy. Last is the hardware test, which will check the quality of your video and audio. Click on this before every class to make sure that you're all set.